Ah, what up, yo yo? Think we got everything straight. What up, my people? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sound check. What up? Can you hear me? Sound check. Sound check. What up, people? Hooligans. What up? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it all. I just need to make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Okay, okay. We good. We good. We good. We're gonna give it a few seconds to let everybody notification go through. I'm gonna say it like this, man. This some water, some bug, man. Dry you to drinking. Dry you to drinking. Let's get some shout outs going. What up, Jay? Frank G, what up? Edwin said win is a win for sure. Trill G, what up? What's good, Kent? Mr. Z3ZY Music. You make music? Mr. 3ZY, you make music? Shout out to you, man. Everybody go check out Mr. 3ZY Music. He in the chat. Check out his music. I don't know what that means, but check it out. Complete chaos. What up, man? Low key, another day one. Nick, what's up? Wayne, I see you. Styles, what up, man? Antoine, I see you. Daz Beats. Daz Beats. Y'all go check Daz Beats out too, man. Y'all make music up in here. T2D take over play calling, man. Mm. We're gonna definitely get to it. Mr. 3ZY Music said he got a song called No Stress. Y'all go check it out, man. What up, Z Chaos? Hey, look, y'all support me. I'm gonna support you for sure. That's just how I do it. The one man podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. All right, let's get right into it, man. First of all, shout out to the Bucs for the dub. We got to we got to show them that love for that dub. Cause it started to get a little spooky out there. It started to get real 2009-ish, 2010-ish. It started to get real spooky out there. The game started out exactly how I thought the season was going to start out. Not perfect, not everything on point, but being able to do what we want to do. Execution might not be there, but the will, imposing our will on them, that first half is how I thought the season was going to start out. And I thought the execution would come later, but we'll still squeeze out some wins. I was sadly mistaken. In the beginning, first half of the game, we looked like we was taking off, ready to do something, ready to do something. And I said, "Ooh, this is how we supposed to look." But it wasn't lost on me that that was done against the Falcons. It wasn't lost on me that we was playing the Falcons. And the Falcons have been a pretty good team this season so far. But they look good with Mariota. But we got a problem with a running quarterback now. Anyway, We're going to get to it all. So let's start off with the offensive line play. No, I'm sorry. Let's get to the offensive play call. First half, I thought it was great. I thought Byron Leftwich was doing a great job at calling those offensive plays. Finally, we saw a mixture of the run and the pass. Finally, we did what we do best, which is pass. Finally, they was opening holes for Leonard Fournette. Finally, they were switching backs. It's almost like they watched my video last week. Finally, they were switching backs, changing the pace. They was throwing the check downs. They was hitting Godwin over the middle. Shout out to K. Otten. We're going to get there. I thought the play calling was masterful in the first half. What happened in the second half? What happened in the second half? What was the problem? What was the issue in the second half with the play calling? Somebody must have switched your play calling sheet, man. Did you go to the back and say, oh, let me get last week's play calling and switch it up on them? You had to do something, because what changed in the second half? Are we that team? They almost climbed back and beat us. We almost played like Atlanta. We was playing Atlanta, then we started to play like Atlanta. Y'all ain't hearing me. What happened? You almost got it. You almost got into a rhythm with your play calling. Brian Leftwich, almost. Offensive line play again. Tell her two halves. First half, I thought they did pretty good at protecting Tom Brady. Second half, y'all trying to get him murdered. Y'all trying to get him murdered. What happened is y'all tired? Tell the two halves, man. Y'all can't play like that. Y'all can't play like that, man. I mean, we won, but you can't play two different halves. Tell the two halves, you can't play like that. It just so happened that we was playing against Atlanta. You play against any playoff caliber team and they would have dogged you. As you've seen over the first couple of weeks, they would have dogged you. Now we going back to not being able to play 4 quarters. I thought we fixed that already. Where's the dog in us? The fight in us? Where's it at? We got to go back to playing 4 quarters. I thought we was past that. I thought we was through with that. We not through with that? We still got to walk in the locker room and tell them to play 4 quarters? That's the conversation we having? You don't have that kind of conversation with a Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills coach ain't walking in there saying, hey, make sure y'all play 4 quarters. It's a lot of teams not having that conversation. You ain't got to tell the Chiefs to walk in there and play 4 quarters. You ain't got to tell them that. You ain't walking in there telling Green Bay to play 4 quarters, even though they took a L today. You ain't telling them to play 4 quarters. The Giants is playing inspired. You ain't got to tell them. There's a lot of teams out there that's going to be the teams playing in January that you ain't got to tell to play 4 quarters. We shouldn't have to keep doing this every week, play 4 quarters. Offensive line, y'all got to play 4 quarters, man. I know y'all tired when we do the hurry up and y'all get tired. I get it. But y'all got to play 4 quarters, man. I can't give y'all too much love today, man. I can't give y'all too much love today. Our offensive line, I just can't. I'm sorry. Y'all was opening up some holes in the first half. I would give you that. Y'all was doing what y'all want to do in the first half. But once Atlanta settled into the game, you see what happened. Running backs, I like what you was doing. I steady liking it. Steady liking it. I like the change of pace. I like all. I think Leonard Fournette led our team in catches. He's as good a wide receiver as it is a damn running back. He's a secret weapon. Well, I can't say secret no more, but he is definitely, if I had to say right now, he's the MVP right now on this team, Leonard Fournette. We ain't gonna have that conversation right now, but right now, through these first couple of weeks, this first quarter of the season, Leonard Fournette is the MVP of the Bucs right now. And I put that on the hooligans. What are you talking about? Our offense runs through and with Leonard Fournette. Not Tom Brady, not even Mike Evans. Through Leonard Fournette. It's crazy. But we got to talk about something, Leonard Fournette. You run people over every time you get the ball, except for when you need 1 yard. What's wrong with you? You run everybody over unless we need 1 single yard. You turn your body to the side. What are you doing? Put your head down, start turning your legs, and get 1 yard. With a running back like you, it should be nothing to get a yard. That should be nothing. With a running back like you run it could be 3rd and 6. If they hand you the ball, you bowling everybody over and you're going to at least get 5. Even if they stop you in the backfield, you'll still fall for 5. But let you need to get 1. Shh. That's the hardest thing in the world to do. Dancing. You're dancing and prancing. Put your head down, Lenny, and get a yard. I see it. I said 4th and inches or 4th and 1. I say, oh. Everybody in the stadium, everybody watching, no. We ain't gonna get this. Why? Because we can't get a yard. We can get 6. We can't get 1. That's crazy. With a running back like Leonard Fournette, that's crazy. It's time to start calling dives. See, Byron Leftwich, that's what we talking about. We talk about your play call. It's time to start calling dives. Straight up the middle, up the gut. Put a fullback in a I formation. Put a fullback in there. Put one of them tight ends back at fullback and say, go, we getting 1 yard. We got Leonard Fournette. What is you dancing for? This ain't Dancing with the Stars. This dancing get a yard. Man, it's crazy. Anyway, I still like to play at a running back. Wide receivers. It does make a difference. It does make a difference to have all your wide receivers. That does make a difference. However, second half, what happened? What happened? I saw Mike Evans when he did that fingertip catch. It was dope. Laying him out. But he got up a little shook behind that. But he came back in, had some good playing. Chris Godwin was out there having a good day, you know. But what's going on with the wide receivers, man? I need to see more. More. Not from Chris Godwin. Not even from Mike Evans. From Russell 12 Gage. Bro, where when you was playing with Atlanta, you was like, Ted, we had a problem with you when you was playing with Atlanta. We had a problem with you. I used to say the Saints got a Mike killer on their team, and the Buck killer on Atlanta Falcons is Russell Gage. Facts. And you was getting passes thrown to you from Matt Ryan. You getting passes thrown to you from Tom Brady. You can't thrive in that. And you like the fourth receiver. You're the third or fourth receiver. You let little Scotty Miller get in there and bang up. And I was killing Scotty Miller last week. And he still ain't looking all that good. Deep pass, he let the man turn around and put his back and his butt on him. Man, get that man off of you, man. Little ass Scotty Miller need to get in the jizz big time. That man just flipped around on you. Push that man out. Man, come on, Scotty. Mike Evans would have never let that man do that to him. I like you, Scotty. Most of the time. I like you most of the time. They was feeding you today. They was feeding you today. Cole Beasley retired. Lucky you. Where's Julio? Where's Julio Jones? See, at the beginning of the season, I said, Julio be fine. We'll throw him in there every now and then and see what he can come up with. Okay, well, we still ain't doing that. Are you hurt still? Are you still hurt? You can't come in for a play? You can't come in for a crucial third down? You can't come in for a 3rd and 6? Catch a little quick, little hot, fall on the ground and sit out? You that hurt? Julio, they might be right about you. It might be time for you to hang it up. Now, look, it's the first quarter of the season. Still got a lot of football left. But at some point, you have to join our team. You're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer now. And how you didn't get up for this Atlanta game is crazy. That's crazy. You didn't get up for the Atlanta game? I heard Odell Beckham looking at us. That's what I heard. Julio, you're making me not want to even talk to Odell Beckham Jr. You are. It's because of you that I don't want to talk to Odell Beckham Jr. And that's crazy. Everybody hurt. Don't bring nobody else in here that's hurt. I've been waiting on Geiger and all these guys to get in the game. I've been waiting to see what these guys can do. We need to start doing something. Because every time Mike Evans get up, I got to watch him to see if he hobbling. And I'm just worried Chris Evans going to take a wrong, Chris Godwin going to take a wrong little fall and he going to be out. And then we're going to be right back in the same situation. Let's move on. Tight ends. I am loving K. Otten. See, now I know your name. I didn't know your name last week. I know it this week, but I call you Cotton. Not K Otten, I call you Cotton. Because your hands soft. Your hands soft, the boy can catch. I love it. That might be. It's just us Buck fans around here, so I'm gonna let this out. This ain't for them to know. This for us to know. He might be the next secret weapon. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. You saw how the boy was performing. Shout out to K Otten, aka Cotton. I like everything you're doing. Now you disappeared, but I like everything you do. You're coming along. You're coming along. The offense overall, first half was looking pretty good. They still got some execution, but drops and stuff you can expect in the first quarter of the season. They looking all right. But that second half, you look like you couldn't execute. You look like you got up and you start resting. You look like you got up and you just didn't find that fire again. And that's exactly what happens to Atlanta. Now, let me see what y'all talking about. Now, I won't say that he's the next Gronk. I won't say that. Whoever said that, I won't say that. Not yet. And to be Gronk, you got to do a whole lot. Because you talking about Travis Kelce, you talking about it's a long list of names. What's the kid out there in San Francisco? It's a long list of names to talk about being the next Gronk before you get to K. Otten. Now, if you're talking about what Gronk meant to our team, meaning these short intermediate passes over the middle, down the seam, third down, touchdown, red zone type thing. Now, that's possibly true. What Gronk was for us, he could be for us, but to be the next Gronk on the surface, nah, we ain't gonna talk crazy. But he can't block. That man cannot block. He cannot block. He got to work on that. And that's one of the biggest things that Gronk can do is Gronk could block in the run game. And matter of fact, he was very crucial to that. So as soon as he's able to do that, we might have something. We might have something. So shout out to Cotton, number 88. Let's move on to the defense. Somebody dog out here going crazy when I mention the defense. That's right. And he should be. First half looking crazy. Looking like you looked all season outside of last week. Second half, now I understand when you up. When you up, they start playing a little softer, a little bit more zone. They're trying to go ahead and when we was up. So you really but why you let Mariota do that? Oh, I forgot about Rudolph. You're trash, sir. You're garbage. You're not even depth. You're trash. I don't know what you're here for. What are you here for? Before we move on to the defense, why are you here? You came here just to wear Bucs colors. So far, you just came here to wear Bucs colors. You're done. You're done. They should be trying to trade you right now. They should be trying to trade. They should be trying to trade you right after K. Otten had that game. Yeah, let him go. As soon as Cameron Brate come back, let that man go. Anyway, Kyle Rudolph, you're garbage. You're trash. Anyway. Back to the defense. Defensive line, I did like a little bit of what I saw from Hall. Finally, it looked like he might be trying to learn a little something. Still ain't where it need to be, but he looked like he's trying to learn a little something. Tryon, I saw you with your motor in the first half. I saw you. You had that motor and that fire. Vita Vea, we paid you a lot of money, sir. We paid you a lot of money, sir. You're not hurt. You mean to tell me that Ndamukong Suh made that much of a difference in that center like that? You mean to tell me he made that much of a difference? That what you mean to tell me? Because we no longer can stop the run. All of a sudden, over the last 2-3 years, we've been the top rushing defense in the NFL, and we can no longer stop the run. And Lord help us if that quarterback roll out of the back. What's going on? You used to be an immovable object in the middle of the field. And you used to take double teams on and push the double team back. Now they can get you one-on-one. I saw it. They can get you one-on-one. So that tells me that Ndamukong Suh made that much of a difference. I don't know if Ndamukong Suh want to sign back with us because y'all shitted on him. Y'all ain't signed him for a little small deal, a little veteran minimum. Y'all could have brought Suh back for a couple of mil, a easy little couple of mil. You gave it to Akeem Hicks, and where's he at? You're on the sideline. I need more from the edge. I need more from the middle and more from the edge. Now you did sack him. You got some sacks. But you're not containing the edge. Y'all know Mariota got thighs on him. Mariota got thighs and calves on him. Y'all knew he was going to be rolling out. Y'all wasn't ready for that. We just dealt with that last week. So now we can't contain the edge. We got no hot soup bubbling in the middle with Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh. Linebackers was quiet. Yeah, you mix it up a little bit, but you was quiet. When that quarterback roll out like that, I'm looking at you. Linebackers and safety, I'm looking at you. Once he passed the line of scrimmage, he cannot pass the ball. Attack that man. I know I sound like we didn't win, but come on, man. Attack that man. Stop watching the game. You watch the game from the bleachers and from the TV. You don't watch the game while you're in between the lines. Attack that man. His head should have got taken off. I would have been cool if y'all got one of them penalties. You know what penalties I'm talking about. He keep rolling out like that. Somebody should have smashed him. Mashed him. Take a 15er. Take one. Take a fine. But mash him. One good time. Mash him. Y'all should have put a crash dummy out there. Y'all should have said, hey, you, we got plenty of safeties. Keanu Neal, I'm putting you out there. Your whole goal is to see if he run out and mash him. Now, you're going to get kicked out the game. You're going to get DQ'd. You're going to get fined, probably suspended. But I need you to mash him one time just so he has second thoughts about rolling out. It ain't safe out here. Y'all made him feel comfortable rolling out. You made him feel comfortable taking that ball and running. Man, had like 60-something yards. What? On the Bucs defense? What? That's crazy. Corners, you was doing good. Carlton Davis. I saw SMB in there. I couldn't believe that. I said, SMB? What he doing? Then y'all fell off. Y'all fell off. The play just dwindled. I need more from y'all. I need y'all to stay up 4 quarters. Safeties was all right. But y'all got to fill in. When them quarterbacks roll out like that, y'all got to fill in. The defensive play calling was okay. But there was parts in that game where I felt like we didn't have an answer. That whole second half felt like we didn't have an answer. We got to get more fight in us, more dog in us. More fight, more dog in us. Yeah, we won today, but to let Atlanta climb back like that, that's embarrassing. You don't let them, when you get them like that, you put your foot on their neck. That's what the old Bucs used to do. When I say old Bucs, I mean last year before last. That's what we used to do. Put our foot on your neck. You're not coming back. You gave them hope. Y'all gave them life. Y'all gave them momentum, and that's not what you do. Come on, man. Get it together. Special teams, you are garbage. If we look, at some point, we got to do better at special teams. I don't know what the problem is with our special teams. I don't know what is the coaching. It's the players. I do not know what's going on with our special teams, but our special teams is trash to me. I mean, I like our punter. Sucker make all his kicks. I like that. But other than that, man, I don't feel like we got the gunners we need. This man almost broke one. We had a touchdown saving tackle on special teams. That should never happen. That should never happen. It's a tragedy. Special teams gotta get better. And it's already midway through quarter of the season done. It's got to get better. Overall performance in the first half, I give us a B plus, A minus. Second half, D. Crazy. Now, what you gonna do with the rest of the season? We start going against the mobile quarterbacks. We start going against the playoff teams that ain't gonna let you just that ain't gonna let you go up real quick and then just hang around. What you gonna do about that? You got to figure that out. Yeah, we got to win. Shout out to y'all. Win is a win. It's all good. But I don't like the way we won. And it was Atlanta. Teams like that, we should dominate the entire game. If we got dreams of going to the Super Bowl and in the postseason and all that and making a run, look at the Eagles. The Eagles 5-0 right now. Guess what they got? That's right, running quarterback. They 5-0 right now. The Cardinals, they ain't doing too good, but they got a mobile quarterback. Lamar Jackson, mobile quarterback. The Bills, Josh Allen, mobile. If this is how we let Mariota with his quiet running, what's gonna happen when we play somebody that chooses to run, violently runs, or a finesse runner like Lamar Jackson? Yeah, you ain't worrying about that right now, but if you got dreams to make it to the Super Bowl, that's something you need to think about. I'm looking at you linebackers and I'm looking at you safeties. Everything covered, I got it. We got everything covered, but we got to contain them edges. Ty Bowles, that's on you. That's on you. This is second week in a row. When you let a quarterback get butt naked like that, come on, baby, you gotta do better than that. So while I did enjoy the first half of the game, I did feel like we took some steps forward. I feel like we took some steps back too, man, from last year. Tom Brady really going through it right now. Tom Brady marriage is literally over because he's playing for our team. Literally. That's just a fact. His marriage is over because he's playing for our team. He left the Patriots, everything was fine. Came to the Bucs, it was like, Then he came back and it was like, Then he came back again. It's his love for the game, yeah. but it's also he's playing for. So let's not waste Tom Brady's last year, because his shoulder hurt, hand hurt. It's probably gonna be his last year. His marriage is over. His life is finna change forever. Let's not waste that with this half-ass play. Come on, man. Overall C for the game. Started off an A, dwindled to a B, turned into a D. Overall C performance. I don't know why it feel like with everything that I just named, which could be which would sound like a damn near Pro Bowl offense. We got to fight for every blade of grass, every single blade of grass. The Saints go and play whoever, and they can't even move the ball. But they play us, and it's like, wow. I'm worried about the Panthers now. And they are garbage truck juice. They garbage truck juice. I ain't seen the Panthers look this bad in a long time. They are terrible. They are horrible. You don't even see their fans no more. They fans understand that we just trash. Like, they just trash. Well, I'm worried about it now. Why? Because Baker Mayfield got some thighs on him. And we don't know how to handle that. Don't let us be who they come up on. Because they got a mobile quarterback. Don't let us be that. Please get that together, Todd Bowles. It just seems like so much turmoil going over there in the Bucs, and I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Where's all this turmoil coming from? Why I feel like that? You watch Tom Brady after the thing. I know Tom Brady going through some personal stuff, but you watch Tom Brady. You watch Todd Bowles in the press conference. Look at Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs in the context, he was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm terrible right now." What's going on with y'all? Y'all not happy to be there? It looks so labor intensive. It looked labor intensive. Like like coming to work every day is difficult for everybody on the team right now. Is that because of coaching? Is that because of what's going on with Tom Brady? What's wrong with y'all? Get it together for real. Get it together. Because the fans are starting to see it. When I started to see it, that means the fans starting to see it. Get it together. We're going to go to the comments. Y'all know what I like to do at this time. And we're going to talk about what y'all talking about. Scroll up a little bit. Buck Skull Gang in the house. What up? He said, let's move on. Steelers next. Should be an easy game. See, you can't say that. You can't say that. No, it's not going to be an easy game. For some reason, we having to fight and claw for every yard. Ain't none of it easy. I wish it was. It should be. We got the roster for it to be. We got the pieces for it to be. We got the coaching minds for it to be. But for some reason, it's not. It's watching these games is like, man, why are they having such a hard time? All over the field. I don't get it. I feel like this roster is better than it's ever been in the last couple of years. And for some reason, if you would have told me an offense with Tom Brady at quarterback, even at 45, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Russell Gage, and Leonard Fournette in the backfield, that it was hard to get a yard, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't believe. I said there's no way. Not with that roster, but it is. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you playing fantasy football and you ain't went to that waiver wire, that free agency pool and grab Cotton, you don't want to win. I'm telling you right now, Cotton showed Brady something today. Going forward, he is written into the playbook. I promise you. I promise you. So if you ain't got him, you better go get him and stash him. Because if we're going to win going forward, it's going to be through the use of Kate Alden. Trust me. My boy Cotton. Trust me on that. JPP just got a sack. What? See? See there? See? So I'm talking about who JPP paid for. I thought JP was still a free agent. See, when you leave the Bucs, I don't pay you no attention. See there? Imagine that shit there. Damn. King said secondary played weak as hell. They ain't just played weak. That's a lie. They played weak as hell. Second half, oh, it's gross. It is gross. Come on, man. And Atlanta ain't got nobody. They had Cordarrelle Patterson, who was hurt, and they big tight end, his ass was hurt too. They big tight end / wide receiver, he was hurt. So who the hell they playing against? They shouldn't have been able to get a yard on y'all, man. Where's what it is, King? They don't got the fire in them, man. That's all it is. It's the fire's gone. Can't play like that against Lamar Jackson. That's what I was saying. Bengals O-line is terrible. Yeah, it is. Bengals is terrible, Tick. We need to dominate Pittsburgh next week like the Buffalo did today. Yeah, you hope so. You hope so. I don't know now. I thought we was going to go into Atlanta and beat them 35-17. That was my prediction. 35-17. And all their opponents was going to come in garbage time. What I thought was they was going to open the game up with a quick touchdown. That's what I thought. I said they're going to get a quick touchdown when they open the game up because for some reason the Bucs let you do that. And then after that, they're going to kind of sputter. We're going to take the ball and run and go crazy. And then I thought right before the half or right after the half, they'll get a field goal. I said, oh, they'll probably get a field goal right before the half. Or come out of the half and get a field goal in. That'll get them 10 points. Then they ain't going to get that other 7 until like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter when we already up 35. And they'll get that little quick, they'll get that end of the game touchdown, 5 minutes left, and then that'll be the game. That's what I thought. Meanwhile, we're going to the half, 19-0, something like that. And then all of a sudden, it's like bam, 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 Mariota, scramble, touchdown. What? So when we go into Pittsburgh, I don't know. You tell me. Can't play like that. Can't win like that, man. Let me scroll down and catch up with y'all. Marlo said Brady will probably be in the Bucs next season. I don't know. He got a deal. But he ain't going to, I don't know what he going to do. Shit, you ain't got no wife no more. You're Shorty going, hey, it just said, let me tell you something, Shorty. Stop tripping. Y'all need to work that out. You tripping. Girl, you tripping. Stop tripping. He the GOAT. You talking about he ain't spending no time with the kids. They can go to practice with him. The kids can go to practice with him. They can sit in the club section. You can hire. Hey, the Bucs will give you 5-6 babysitters. You ain't got to worry about it. The Bucs will pay for it. They'll give you 5-6 babysitters. They give you 2 security guards, all kind of snacks and juice. They can go to the practice with them. You tripping. Yeah, he probably can't be all around the world with you because he's playing football, but come on with the kids. He can be with the kids. They can sit on the sideline while he at practice. You think the Bucs going to say no? Tom Brady said, I want my kids right there. Put the tent up, put the fan on them, and sit them right there. So they can be with daddy while I practice. So that means you tripping. Giselle, I know you watch my videos. You tripping. Stop tripping. The roster is old as it's ever been. Cover 2. You right? Oh, Pickett can run too? I didn't know Pickett had thighs on him. Pickett can run too? Oh, my God. I didn't even know that. I don't watch Kenny Pickett. But apparently Kenny Pickett got thighs on him too. So y'all might not don't want to sleep on the Steelers, man. We should dominate. But if he got thighs on him too, then what we gonna do? I don't know. Where's our identity? And the roster is old cover too. And with that age should come wisdom and experience. And all we doing is dropping the ball and acting like we don't know how to play. The opposite of. So if you're going to have old ass men on your team and they playing like some rookies, then it defeats the purpose. Right? Or wrong? It's crazy. Marlo said, I like my thighs from walk. We stop at Publix. Yeah, I fuck with Publix big time. So I fuck with Publix big time. Oh, you talking crazy. I Publix, boy. If you ain't from Tampa, you don't know about Publix. Woo, them sandwiches. Anyway, you got me off. You got me a little off talking about food. Big boy, man. Bucs fans, let's sign OBJ. What? Y'all do want to sign OBJ? Y'all ain't scared after Julio? Julio gonna get cut. That's a fact. Mr. Butt Nation, what up, man? That's my guy, man. If you want to check out Mr. Butt Nation, you're crazy. If you don't watch Mr. Butt Nation channel, you are crazy. That's my guy, man. I watch all his videos. He watch my videos sometimes. That's my guy. If you ain't watching Mr. Buck Nation, you are crazy and you're missing out. Mr. Buck Nation be on it just like all the other news people be on it. And he right there on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Mr. Buck Nation. Shout out to you. Eric said the OBJ rumors is running wild. Yeah. That's what they've been talking about. He want to get another ring. But I'm too scared, man. I don't know. Nah. I need to see him run like a whole bunch of ins and outs and cuts and posts and flares and all. I need him to slide, do some cartwheels, some backflips, do a couple of one-handed catches, all that for our side. I need you to come show out. I need an audition tape from you, OBJ. Nah, we ain't signing you. I'm straight. I'm tired. Akeem Hicks, Julio, Cole Beasley. What is going on? What is going on? Nope. I'm scared of OBJ. You might be trying to come up too. There's a lot of thievery going on. It's a whole lot of thievery. They stealing checks. So I don't know. Said Bucs can sign Dak if Brady retires. Cooper Rush keeps winning. Let me tell you something. I actually had this conversation probably about an hour ago. I got a Dallas Cowboy fan in my family, a couple of them. And I said, man, I see what Cooper Rush doing. I said, what y'all gonna do? He said, Dak can go. I said, ooh, like that? Dak can go? Dak can go. I said, but y'all gonna lose Cooper Rush next year if he keep winning like that. He said, nah, Dak can go. So would y'all want to sign Dak and pick up that big ass contract? No. Because they ain't gonna let Cooper Rush go. They ain't gonna let neither one of them go. I don't know if Cooper Rush can really do it. I don't know. We'll see. We got to figure something out. Because Tom Brady ain't playing for us next year, I don't think. If he do play, he ain't playing for us. I think he's going to be a 49er. And with Trey Lance going out like that, Jimmy Garoppolo going to go somewhere else. I promise you he's going somewhere else. He ain't staying there another year. So they're going to have Trey Lance there. I think they signed him to like 2 or 3 years. Jimmy Garoppolo. But I don't think he's going to stay there next year. I think they're going to go away and go with Trey Lance. But I think Tom Brady want to play for them because he wanted to play for them before he came to us. And they got a hellified defense. Facts. Every day, hellified defense. And Debo Samuel. And he from California. He might go out there. So we'll see. This offseason is going to be crazy. Marlo said, stop saying. Where we at? Edwin said, we slowly building a younger team. We are. We building a younger team, getting that experience in them. I see it at the tight end position, at the running back position, a little bit at the wide receiver position. Not really at the linebackers position. Not really on the defense. I say not really on the defense, but definitely on the offense. But we still got to have a quarterback. And that's what the Bucs have a hard time doing. But it might be some free agent ones we got coming up that's coming out. Black Crow said, Mr. Bucs Nation, James, what's up? Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out, Mr. Bucs Nation for sure. Tampa 2, let's be real. OBJ better than Julio and Gage. Let me think about that. A prime OBJ and a prime Julio, there's no discussion. It's Julio. He definitely better than Gage. I mean, we ain't even having that discussion. But Julio and OBJ, I don't know, man. A healthy OBJ and a healthy Julio Jones, who would you sign? A healthy Julio Jones and a healthy OBJ. Neither one of them healthy, but if they were both healthy and you could sign either one for the same money, who would you sign? I would sign Julio. So I don't know. OBJ is good for a flashy catch here and there. Some unbelievable coverage, crazy leaning, falling back catch. But a prime, not even a prime, a healthy Julio is going to give you amazing catches consistently if he's healthy. I don't know though. Who's better, Julio or OBJ? Healthy. Trash ain't it. Nah, Taylor. Nah, Trash ain't it, bro. Here's what I would tell you about Trash though. Trash is very accurate. He's very accurate. I can tell exactly where he want to throw the ball is where he put the ball. Kind of like Jimmy Gatrashalo for the most part. Because Jimmy will throw a wild ass pick every now and then in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left. He will throw a pick. But I think Kyle Trask, but I just don't see the development in Kyle Trask that much. By this time, when he touched the field, I mean, you're throwing the number twos all day. That's who you practice with. You should be tearing shit up. I don't know, man. I ain't sold on Trask. I ain't sold on Trask. I guess I got to see more. But he is very accurate when he passes, for the most part. I mean, as accurate as he can be. So all hope is not lost. But I'm a fan of just bringing in a veteran QB. Something like what the Rams did, like what we did. Even what Atlanta did. Atlanta brought in Marcus Mariota. And I think Mariota going to do pretty good for him. I mean, we was fighting with them for number one in the NFC South right now. The Saints is trash and the Carolina's trash, so obviously we will be. But I like Mariota in Atlanta. I do. It's got to be some veterans out there. We won't pick high enough to pick those top QBs in the draft. And if our team stays consistent like it is, we won't be. We're going to be picking 27 down, right? 26 down in the future. If that is the case, then we would do well to bring in a younger free agent quarterback. The problem too is all these quarterbacks are trying to get crazy amount of money. I mean, nuts amount of money. So that's something to think about, man. I don't know. Who you like? Who y'all like as far as free agent quarterbacks that's going to probably be available? See, this is all off-season talk right here. Y'all got me in my off-season bag. Let me keep going. After time, we need a mobile quarterback. See, I believe that. I agree with you. We need a mobile quarterback. That's the way the game is moving. The Bills quarterback is the perfect example of what you want. If you want to look to the prototypical, like, this is the quarterback you want Josh Allen. I like Lamar Jackson and his mobility. I like a lot of these. I like the Chargers quarterback. Man, I may forget. Justin Herbert. I like all these guys, man, but the guy that I like the most is Josh Allen, man. That the way that dude play, man, they got them one. He say, who in homie court? Byron Leftwich, man. For the third week in a row. Byron Leftwich. And Ty Bowles, boy, you've been ducking indictment for the last 3 weeks. You've been ducking indictment. You ducking. You play like that one more week and you coming. You play one more. You call the defense one more week like you did in the second half today and last week and the week before that, you coming in the home court. I'm sorry. I got to get you. And I'm trying to avoid getting you because you're the head coach. And I'm trying to support you. But, man, this ain't it. You can see the difference in the team, man. The team is a lot more serious. They don't look like they're having fun, man. And see, with BA, it looked like the team was good and having fun. It looked like now they're having a hard time finding the fire and finding the fun. Almost like they tired. And it's coming from the leadership. It's coming from Ty Bowles because of his demeanor. It's coming from Tom Brady and his demeanor because he's dealing with all this drama off the field. The leaders are pushing a mood in this team, almost like they're just trying to get the season over. The injuries are leading to the mood. It's like they're trying to get the season over. Like they need a bye week. You got to do something, Ty Bowles, to fire this team back up, man. You got to fire this team back up. It's time. After this game today, I see even when they doing good, you can't trust it. That's not a feeling we want to have. That's not a place we want to be. We done been through that before. You got to figure that out. Got to figure that out. Let's see. OBJ injury prone. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. This week, pay attention. Last thing I'm going to talk about before we go, it's been an hour. That call on Tom Brady, that roughing the passer, bullshit. I'll give it to you. But I understand it. You got Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's how you say his name. Tongue something. Something with a tongue. He out there throwing up gang signs. Crip walking and throwing up gang signs out there. NFL ain't finna have that. Then y'all put him back out there? Nah, they ain't finna have that. They gonna make an emphasis on touching the quarterback. And guess who you ain't gonna touch? Tom Brady. You know that. You know that. Tom Brady ain't running nowhere. Chill. They gonna call you every time. Now, it was bullshit. I give y'all that. I'm always gonna keep it real. But you already know how they calling it. You can't touch him. You damn sure can't swirl him and sling him to the ground because that's how Tua Tone got his injury from being slung to the ground. They're not going to let you pull him down like that. It's got to be the cleanest of tackles. No spinning, no twirling, no nothing. It's got to be a straight, clean sack. While I feel like it was bullshit, you know how they calling it, and I understand it. They're going to get us like that too. We got to pay for that, Bucs fans. Don't think we ain't going to pay for that. Might be next game. We're gonna have to pay for that. We're gonna tackle somebody and they go, but they already, you know what? Now I think about it, they already did us like that. Who we was playing against? Dallas? When they kept calling us personal foul every time you turn around because we touched somebody's jersey. They already got us like that. So never mind. That's how I get back. How about that? Atlanta Falcons, that's how I get back on y'all. Y'all shouldn't have been in that position anyway. That's on y'all. Don't try to blame the refs. That's on y'all. Even though the call's bullshit, I give you that. But that's on y'all. You shouldn't have had a game come down to that. Y'all went up 9. We went up 19 with no answer. That's on y'all. 6-point swing. You missed your field goal. We come back, get us one. That's on y'all. Don't blame the refs. I don't want to hear all week them Falcons fans go, that Brady, that's roughing the pass. I don't want to hear that. That's one play. That's one drive. What about all the other drives you had? What about the whole first half you had? You didn't score it in. It wasn't no roughing the pass. That's on y'all. Shout out to the hooligans. Tampa 2, man. Peace.